Welcome, welcome. My name's Vintia, and we're back. We're back. Episode six. Episode 6. Sorry, I'm a little tired. I'm struggling a little bit here, but we're going. We got this. We got this. Another day, another dollar. Hoo boy. All right. So the first thing I saw is that we have this. I wonder how much this is. 21,000. That is not too much. Shoot me. We're probably gonna combine it with this, and then I'll have to find something else to combine it with. All right, let's see what gear I have. Okay. Looks like I'm doing pretty good. Looks like I'm doing pretty good here. I really do wonder what rebirth am I on? This is these guys have 3,000. I don't have too much HP yet. They're not super terrifying just yet. Gee boy. Yeah, it's the one thing. It's definitely broken. Having a button as your stab is definitely OP as hell. Oh, I just thought of something crazy. You get a macro for it. You get a macro. I toss a macro on my mouse, click a button, and it just like spams it at like the speed of light. Good God. How to build up stab in seconds. How to build up stab. Just do that method. So much stab that it's literally gonna stab its way through the next guy. It doesn't work that way, but that would be funny. Shoot. Oh, I guess I already did that. Dang. Look at me. Ouch. Oh, shoot. Well, I have to buy that. I don't get a choice. Ay! I just wasted 10,000. Oh God, that tells you to go to bed, right? we still got quite the episode to get through, so this is gonna be interesting. Watch me as I literally barely make it through here. It's not that bad. It's not that difficult of a game, at least for me. It's not difficult, so this should be pretty easy. Yikes. Problem is, so my problem, bro, where are you? Oh God. Cool. So my problem is right now is that I have 23,000 on this on this armor here. Only 7,000 to go, which I get about 1,000 a battle, which means I'm going to be done by about a little bit more than literally one more than halfway. And so the problem with that is I'm not going to make enough money to be able to then just like buy something like this and then be able to turn around and purchase that. And then I also have to have, okay, I've got the blaze loop. Okay, we can get away with that. So I've got to get something here. I literally get no choice. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get that. Let's see if we can get away with this. I don't know. We might. The nice thing is that now stuff is like giving us like actual decent quantities. So like easy. So like for example here, like We'll go to the end of this real fast. This will take a second, literally. Once he decides that he's done. We'll super this out just to make it really fast. Like, for example, I'll show you how much money I get from here. I get almost 10,000. Of course, this is the top, so like I think it does grant you a little bit more. And I'll check that in a second here. We'll go through here real fast. One sec. We'll be able to find out right away. Right now. We'll find out right away. Make sure. But like we were originally getting like maybe a couple off the floor. Doing a bunch of doing like 5 or 6 got us like 300-400 gold. Now one is like 1,000. One's 1,000 gold. Bro, what is up with all of the dodging? I just have to keep dodging. Oh shoot. Ow! Ow! That was painful. Bro. Be nice to me. Good God. I say that and I'm absolutely... Yeah, okay. Even more now. So yeah, that was accurate for the previous. But yeah. And now it's 1,200. So now it's starting to actually like get a little bit out of hand, too. Like 75,000. Oh, we've already maxed this out. 26. This was mastered. We're gonna just have to use like this. Just so that we can be able to then buy this. Like, it is a little bit of a struggle now. But the struggle is getting equalized out pretty easily, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. You really, definitely one part of this game at the beginning, if you want to be as efficient as possible, is budgeting is most certainly a very important thing here. Hey, learn how to budget. A very important skill in life. Learning how to budget. Oh, what the... I still hate that function and how that works now on the PC. I absolutely despise that. This is the fact that I have to run, like, I can't use stab. Like, come on. Let me use my stab F key, which is literally right next to where my finger is, and make my life super easy. No. We're gonna make you use the mouse key. And so if you're using controls like you have to in order to have a high level of gameplay availability, no, we're going to put this thing on the mouse and we're going to make you left click. I'm like, bruh, how am I supposed to, like, you literally have to like race over, and so of course, like, you have reaction time in there, and it's going. It's not waiting for you to react. Like it does not wait. That thing goes. And so by the time you actually start clicking, you're on like ends meet, barely making it, hanging on for dear life, and it's just you just praying that you're gonna make it. Like it's terrible. It's terrible. Let's see. Oh, that one is usually that ring there I just got. That's usually. There it is. We're gonna equip that real quick, just to quickly slice that. Get that done real fast. $52,000. Good God, no, because that's 52,000, and I don't have 52,000 to give. Sometimes I wonder. I'm like, bro, game, I don't have 52,000 to give. Sorry. What do you expect me to do? Fork up the cash? Sorry, but one, no, and two, even if I wanted to, no. I literally couldn't. Now, of course, we have this, but we're not using that because this is a 100% legit run, and I'd like it that way. This is actually very enjoyable. Yeah, like when I mean enjoyable, like I really do mean it. Like I'm actually enjoying recording myself doing this whole thing because I don't do too much with the editing part. So it really is just me talking and having a good time and uploading and then looking at the comments. Hopefully there's like, well, currently we're at 0, but when I was on lunch, it was around 11. I was on lunch today from work. I was looking at my YouTube Studio app on my phone, and I was like, wait. We got 0 views here. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. We're gonna have to do something about this. We're gonna do some little bit of self-promotion. And I'm not scared to self-promote myself. So like I'm gonna promote. I did a little bit of self-promotion. I pretty much just had a couple people just search my name up, click on the video, just kind of go through it a little bit. I don't even know if it counted as a view. It doesn't have to. I didn't care. It was just the whole point of the pushing it towards it, get that YouTube algorithm going. Now we're at, it's been a full day now since that first episode premiered, and I'm at 12 views. And I didn't really have them ever touch the second episode, but I'm at 8. It took off. And then even the cool thing is that I'm getting views on some of my old videos. Namely my 6,009 my best way to make money, which is pretty much 7K. It's 6,937. And that was really the only one I got actual amount of comments on. I got 14 on that one. We're getting 0s across the board, which is kind of annoying. It is what it is. It is what it is. But hey, like even one comment, even one view, a comment, a like I'm super excited. It's a good time. It's a good time. I'm actually having a blast. But hopefully, my goal is to make it to that 500 subs, and then I need a certain amount of watch hours. I forgot the amount exactly. I think it's like 3,000. Yeah, I think it's 3,000 watch hours, public watch hours, to then be eligible for monetization. And then there was another thing that I had to do as well for other monetization or stuff. I don't know what it was exactly, but something else that I could also monetize, of course. So that's my current goal, is to get to 500 subs. Of course, I'm not telling, like, when I mean I'm self-promoting myself, I'm self-promoting my channel. I'm not telling people to subscribe on there. I'm telling people, watch my stuff. Look me up. Search me out. I know you're not going to watch this because this is not really your style. But at least look my name up so then I can, and check out my channel. Check it out. Check out my channel. channel. I don't have a lot, but like check out my channel. I'm doing pretty good. I'm getting back to consistency. Well, not really getting back to it. It's more like I'm starting consistency for the first time. But I've got like episodes like on schedule. Like you can even see how many. You can see actually, I was able to find out how many episodes I had on schedule on another phone that like was like a completely different person's and stuff. How many videos I had on schedule, because I connected them to the series on there. It could literally tell you how many were unavailable. It literally told you how many were unavailable, and I was like, huh. So it literally tells you how many I've prepared, which I found is a little interesting. I was like, okay, so if I've prepared 21 in 20, 21, 22 in advance, everyone's gonna know I'm like a month ahead. Whoops. So don't let it get too far ahead, and maybe start uploading 2 videos a day. I do all the videos in like one straight shot. Like I'll do like 1 through 5 was literally just one day. That was a 1 day deal, back to back to back. Everything was back to back. I didn't stop. But that's because I literally like. That's why I'm also doing the grind episodes as well, because ain't no one gonna watch fucking 5 hours of someone playing a game and he's quiet half the time. No one gonna watch that shoot. Like, obviously it's gameplay, it's interesting. I know someone's gonna watch it, obviously, because we've got some interesting people out there. But like, there's no way I would watch that. I'm not interested in watching somebody's gameplay for the most part. Like, the only interested gameplay that I would be interested in was like to check out a game for the first time, and I wanted to see what it was like. So unless I like clickbaited it that way, then like I don't see the point. Like, no one's ever gonna see my content at that point. So yeah, like one of the questions that one of my friends had at work was asking me, are you mic'd up? And I was like, yeah, I'm mic'd up. How else is it gonna be interesting? It's a game that nobody even plays anymore, practically. When I mean nobody, it's like 300,000 people like play the game still, off and on, of course. But like, still, like, I'm gonna have to be like, it's not gonna be more about the game. Like, obviously the game's gonna be more for me, and then I can introduce it and see if I could get some people into it, and that'd be great. But like, I'm gonna have to have a personality. The whole point of watching me is watching for me, listening to me, and that kind of stuff. And like, yeah, it's just gonna be the way it is. I'm playing an old ass game. You either gotta play a game that's new and that's fresh, and you gotta stick with the times always, or you gotta have a personality to yourself. Like, you gotta be entertaining. Like, you have to be entertaining. Not like the game isn't entertaining. Like, you can work with the game to make it something that's entertaining, but your video has to be entertaining. And most of the time that's coming up, that's like 90% you and 10% the video itself. So like, you gotta put some work in. And I'm just working on my personality, and like one of my, I would say like my weakest point personally, I can definitely tell what my weakest point is. My weakest point by far is the fact that I just sometimes will go absolutely silent. And yeah, that's a major problem. Like, you can't just go silent while you're making a video and you need to be talking. Like, they don't work that way. You got to be able to talk the whole time. You got to be able to keep people engaged the whole time. So it's very important that you keep people engaged, because if you lose people's interest, then it's a problem. And like I was asking around, and you guys can also tell me in the comments below, do you want 15-minute videos or 30-minute videos? They were when I was asking some of my coworkers, they were saying make 30-minute videos, because then when it's monetized, you make more money. Like, yeah, fair. But here's also the thing: is if I make, so you got to think also in a different form of time allocation. If I can either make, it's basically also another question of, do I spend an hour a day on an hour's worth of video a day? Like have an hour of content that goes out. So it means 2 30-minute episodes a day. And then I was thinking about doing like 2 to 3 shorts. Like if you like really to maximize the whole YouTube algorithm, is 3 shorts a day. And then in between of those 2 shorts, of the first short and middle short, and the middle short and the last short, you bring out 2 videos, 2 full-length videos. And that's kind of that's like the YouTube algorithm mastery part. You have to do obviously clickbaity video, something that's engaging, highly engaging content, and then the last part of it is literally just making it so that you target people, thus they will hit the dislike, comments, that kind of stuff. And that's how you really make it the most super engaging. That's how you get the most that's how you make the money. Which some people have done some things that I wouldn't necessarily agree to, and I'd be like, yeah, I don't know about that. That's a little bit pushing it on the ethical side of things. But like, probably the most I'm gonna do is probably something similar to my 7K view video, where I would definitely do say that video title is a little clickbaity, but like it's honestly true though. It's honest. So like it is a fact though. So it's not just the fact that it is not necessarily that it is clickbait. It is clickbait for sure, but it is also the best method in the game by far. So it does work out as being true. So like that would be kind of the max I would do, would be that kind of thing. And I guess I am pretty good at informative videos. And definitely one thing I'm probably going to do in the future with Infinity Blade 2 for sure is I'm going to definitely try to have I'm going to try to before the video that I start, I'm going to try to write down some talking points, some stuff that I can actually talk about. So it's like, oh, I've run out of things to just splurge on, to just blurt out. Okay, what can I start talking about? Look down at my notes. I just write down 4 or 5 points. It's like writing a speech, like an open-ended speech, and you kind of already know what you're doing. You just need some ideas to make sure you hit all your points and stuff like that. And okay, cool. Look down. Oh, okay, I've got this point here that I can do. I don't have anything written down, by the way. I thought of the idea before, but then I didn't actually do it. I just hopped on. My bad. And then you just read off one of the ideas in your head, and you're like, okay, cool. And then you just fly with that. And yeah. For example, I haven't really shown you anything with the gem system at all. I haven't really showed you. You guys have not seen any heavy wielding from me at all. I don't do heavy. I don't do heavy at all. So that's not something I do at all. And like I've kind of gone over a little bit on like stats and stuff. Like you pretty much only want to exclusively do attack, and then like the only other one you would ever touch maybe is shield, but that's while you're actually already in New Game Plus. You're getting through it pretty heavily, like these kinds of things. And just budgeting your money and making sure that you maximize your time and how much, and maximizing your XP per Titan. That way you're not wasting time at all. And that kind of stuff. So like it's that kind of stuff that like I really do a lot, especially in the beginning game. But like once you get in the New Game Plus, it's mostly just a grind. Like that's really what it is. It's mostly grind. Like most of your gem stuff in Infinity Blade 2 happens in the stage that we're in right now, which is non-New Game Plus things. Like you're gonna want some knowledge for New Game Plus, but like honestly, you may only get the opportunity when you're like super deep in and you have a rest, and you have a rest session, if you want to call it. So usually what you do in New Game Plus is you have rush sections. So you do a couple of rush New Game Pluses, and then once it becomes unbearable, then you have a rest New Game Plus, which basically means you slow down. You do anywhere between 10 and 50 rebirths, and you re-level up all of your gear and you max everything out again. Once you've maxed everything out again, and this is when you would really dial in on your gems and you do a whole bunch of gem stuff, because you're just going to get gems. Like frankly, you're just going to get gems. So you're going to use your gems. You're going to use those gems and build all that stuff up. And then once you've remaxed yourself back out, now you go into it again. You do multiple rushes. And the more you do this, the more rushes you will do in a row. And it will consistently get further and further and further. And eventually you'll do 20, 30, 40, 50 rushes in a row before you do a rest New Game Plus, which is it's pretty cool. And once you get really good at the game, then of course you're gonna absolutely soar through those. And like really all, like when I mean rush, I mean you are literally doing your absolute dangest to get through that one as fast as possible. So you're taking out the tutorial in record time, and then right after the tutorial, then you're immediately jumping into the first guy, going up the tower immediately, not going over the side thing in the corridor, not going down in the other thing like we have been doing, where the tree stump is and everything. Like they're not doing any of that. It's just as fast as they can to the top and targeting all three zones as fast as they can. And it's just very quick, very, very, very quick stuff. It is as fast as possible, no slowing down, all gas, no brakes. Literally, all gas, no brakes. It is literally all gas, no brakes. It's pretty wild. Just making sure I get everything. Yeah, and like you'll honestly see that a lot when we actually get there. It's gonna be a while, honestly. Like this is gonna be a long time. Like we are gonna be doing this. Like this is like, for content wise, if I do an episode a day, a 30-minute episode a day, and then I do like every once in a while like a couple grind sessions and stuff like that. Like an episode's coming out on the 8th is a grind session. It's a 2-hour video, 2 hours. I'm mostly mic'd off the whole time, and then about hour and 20 minutes deep, I turn on my mic because I'm wondering where I'm at and stuff like that. Check it. It says an hour and 20. You guys can even see that. I left that in. Like, yeah. So I'm like, hour and 20, Jesus. And at that point, it was getting a little late, and I was like, I'm gonna have to like, we got to keep playing because we were going for like 2-3 hours. So I was like, all right, let's at least hit 2 hours, and there will be a good share. So I hit 2 hours, and then I wrapped up the video and called it cool after editing, which is like the little bit of the front and a little bit at the end. That's my editing. Very, very basic, and I'm definitely going to be looking into some AI tools to hopefully help me out with that, make my life a little bit easier until I kind of get the hang of it. Probably part of it might be the software I'm using, Outplayed. If you haven't noticed yet, it's in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. I can't obviously see that, but I know it's there because I've seen my own videos, and that's all in the bottom right corner. So like I just know it's there. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, that's it. And then the day after, I've got a 30-minute episode. It's a flat 30 minute. Like, holy, I'm getting pretty good at the flat 30 minutes. Except for the one that came out on the 6th. That one was 27. That one was 27. A little short. A little short. Boom, boom, boom. Probably gonna have to swap over to the grinder set pretty soon here. Ah, come on, you piece of junk! Why does this thing gotta do this? I hate that. I still hate that. I'm gonna keep hating on it until the end of the earth. I might be able to get in contact with him, with the dev, see if he could maybe help me out with that a little bit. Maybe make it possible for us to be able to like use the flywheel or something, or preferably the F button, the stab button. Be the best. Stab button. Holy, that'd make life so simple. Stab button. Be the same button. Because it's only used for stab. Those two don't interact with each other. Stab and the tap don't interact with each other. I don't see why it would be a problem in any way at all. But Jesus. I am flying through this set here. And then I have to do this one. I have this one. I'm literally already a third of the way through. Holy shoot. That's crazy. I'm only on Rebirth 14. Oh shoot. I'm killed. I'm killed. Oh god. This is gonna get interesting, isn't it? I've only like pretty much gone to the start at this point. And of course, like really all my damage isn't coming from any of the blades or anything yet, and it really won't ever until we get like really late in the game, and it'll be like crazy. Like for example, if like I'll show you the Infinity Blade after this, but like the Infinity Blade will literally make my damage look like it's nothing. Oh wow. Let me show you the Infinity Blade. So like here's the Infinity Blade. 500. The Dragon Ore Blade is literally 1250. 1250. 800 of course is fire. So like obviously if they're fire resistant, then it's like a major blow to your abilities there, but yeah. Although here's the thing though, and the reason why, another thing that's really cool about Infinity Blade 3 is that you can nullify one of the abilities, one of the magic abilities, which is really cool. It's called Nullify. It nullifies defense and a couple of other things. It's really cool. It's why I love Infinity Blade 3 so much. It's because they really put a focus on the gems. Like, late game actually has a focus on the gems. You level up your gear. It's not a mastery anymore. You master your weapon, and then you take it to the blacksmith. And then you spend a certain amount of money, and then it takes a certain amount of time, and then it is leveled up. And I love that. I absolutely love that. And I definitely do want to be able to play my favorite Infinity Blade again. That would be insane. Like, hey, if this whole entire channel just like goes off and I'm making like actual bank from this, I will actually, if you guys do want to see it, let me know, and I might actually go and make an investment on it and see if we could make it happen. Of course, I can't go to like Epic Games or anything and like do it that way. Like, obviously, they're gonna be asking me for like a couple $1 billion, and obviously, there's no way we're doing that. No way a couple $1 billion comes my way. That would be crazy. Unlikely, very unlikely, because it doesn't even let me accept donations or anything. I don't think. Unless I'm like streaming. Yeah. But like, obviously that kind of stuff is unlikely. So it is what it is. But like, of course, this is like an unofficial port. And yeah. And like a ton of people, like if you've gone on the Discord, which probably not a lot of people it seems have, because I only have like 20 views across all my videos, all my Infinity Blade 2 videos here, so not a lot of people. You got a lot of people that are asking for IB3. You literally have one guy, by the way, that's doing this. Out of the sheer love of the game, and since he has coding skills, he's doing it. He's literally, like, this game here, he had to literally recreate the game from scratch. Pretty much. Maybe not exactly scratch, but like he had to basically rebuild the game. He had to rebuild it, and that's definitely the case. Ow! He had to literally rebuild the game. So, like, granted, he had most of the assets and stuff to begin with, and that's why everything looks the same, because he had the assets, because you can get the assets from other things and stuff like that. Like, if you get the mobile stuff and you piece it apart, the mobile coding and stuff like that, you can piece it apart and get it from there. But, like, to be able to have it work on, like, PC and everything, like, obviously that's just not gonna be able to just fly off the whim, so you're gonna have to do a lot of stuff on that. And then, like, even updating the graphics and all that stuff that he did as well, which he actually updated the graphics and did a bunch of other stuff as well. It's not like he just like transferred the game over. He made it better. He made it a more enjoyable experience. Seriously, he actually improved the game. He improved it. He made it a better game than it was. At some point, I'm gonna have to go through this. Oh my god, of course you want this thing. You can tell I'm getting pretty dang good at this. Ah! Didn't know which way to dodge. I forgot which way to dodge there for a second. Bro, I'm literally only half your HP. Good God. I guess we're just gonna do this. And that should take off like at least 1,000. And then we'll go from there. Boom. 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 Hey, we did it. We did it. We did it. Let's go. I hate that guy. I hate like those types of guys. And most people that play Infinity Blade 2 also, well, Infinity Blade in general, just kind of despise them. It's not like we don't want them in the game. Like they definitely have a place in the game itself. But for certain things, like in Infinity Blade 3, they did a beautiful job with them. Like a beautiful job. How? What did they do? What did they do? Well, what they did was they used similar mechanics. Sorry. They used similar mechanics and put it into a dragon. And there was a whole bunch of cutscenes and all sorts of stuff. When I mean cutscenes, interactive cutscenes that you would actually do all sorts of different things, and it was really, really cool. And it really had you feeling like you were in the game, and that was sick. Like even at the very end, it like picks you up and takes you across this massive lake. You're like 600 feet into the sky, and you kill it. It's epic. It's epic. And like the thing is though, is that like it's a random encounter. Like if you've tried to get like Articuno, Moltres, and whatever the heck the Thunderbird is, I forgot it. In Pokemon. It's pretty much that kind of same deal where it just like it can be a random encounter. It's a random encounter in some random ass spot, and you don't know it until it's already happening. Kind of like when you got a heads up because it looked similar to the same thing as like those giant things. Like they don't show up until you actually click on the show. Like you knew what it was. You knew what you were about to face. So you knew you could prep for it and stuff like that. Bruh, I clicked the button. What are you talking about? Bro. Jeez. At some point here, I'm gonna get one shot. And it's gonna be a problem. The good thing is that now is not that time. Oh shoot, I'm on 26,000. I'm fucked. Okay, good thing I've got that. Let's see here. We might have to go with this. Alright, we're going with this. Special sale. It's 42,000. You expect me to somehow cough up 42,000? I don't know how you expect that to happen, but you do you, Boomer. You do you. You tell me how I cough up 72,000, and then I'll cough up 72,000. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Definitely ain't happening. Make sure both sides are good, and then grab this guy. Dodge. Ow. This is the weirdest weapon I've ever actually seen. It's got the rainbow thing, and it is a literal, like one of those things that like you would see kids use, like kids ride. It's like in the kids section and stuff. Ow! Good lord. Okay, we might have to do some evasive action. Oh shoot, nope, not that. I don't want to do that button. Close, and then this button. And then I would like to see what my hours are right now. Oh, there it is. 46 minutes. I'm pushing it. Okay, we are definitely pushing it. Okay, we're pushing it. Dang, I must be talking for a while, and I was having a good time, enjoying myself with you guys. This is a pretty enjoyable experience. Bro, what is this? What is that stupid ass thing? All right, I'm gonna have to do some. We're gonna do some options. I got some stuff. I got some ideas. No, you don't work that way. There we go. And that was a one-time deal. What the heck? Good lord. Oh shoot. Oh crap. That's even worse. That's even worse when you like see it and you know, oh, I'm gonna have to buy something soon. Oh, I don't have the money to buy it. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. How am I gonna do this? It's one of those moments. We're having one of those moments right now. This is Oh, wait a minute. I forgot about that. Yeah, forgot about it 5 minutes fucking ago. Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna be pretty good off with shields. Pretty well off with shields for a little bit. But I think I'm gonna have to do this now. This sword. All right, we're gonna quickly do this here, over here. Scroll this way. Check over here. We're in good shape. Hit that there. Come over here. Scroll to the side. Hit this button. Buy a small key. I'm pretty sure I already have that helmet. I swear I have that helmet already. Ooh, I don't. Sweet. Hey, I'm all for it. Oh, God. I was literally so close. There we go. Well, alright then. because this is gonna be a longer episode. We're gonna call it here. We're gonna go ahead and call it. We are on Rebirth like 15 or something like that. We're level 52. We're going strong here. We still got quite a bit of ways to go. We're closing in. We're almost done. We're definitely getting there. As we get higher into the rebirths here, it's going to obviously get incrementally more difficult. We're going to make incrementally, though, more money. And, of course, more money, more experience. Yeah. More money, more experience, more skill, better result. And eventually, it'll get to the point where we're able to take on these guys and absolutely win. And then we'll be able to then beat the game at least once. And yeah, we'll be doing pretty good. Yeah. So, please, let me go here. Okay. I guess that's all I've got for this video today. I'm pretty tired, so I'm probably gonna hit the hay right after this. Yeah. Thank you for watching episode 6 of my Infinity Blade 2 series. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You got any questions at all about this game? Any questions? Drop them in the comments below. I literally answer every single one. Literally answer every single one. Without fail. You ask me a question, it will be answered. Guaranteed. Like, I have the notifications that they go on my phone. I will see it. I will see it very quickly. So, you do something, you post a comment, expect, and you ask a question, expect it to be answered within the next hour or two. Of course, if I'm at work, then it's a little different. But if I'm not at work, you should expect that to be answered within 3 minutes. I am that quick. I will respond. I will respond very quickly. Any questions at all? Any questions about the game? I'm fine with answering other stuff for other questions. I'm good at figuring things out. So, if you give me a scenario and a question, I can probably figure it out myself and tell you. But yeah. I don't really have too much more here. So, I guess that's it. VTO1, signing off.